All right, taking a look now at the result in Cincinnati where it came down to a kick. Kaimi Fairbairn out with a quad. So it's going to be a backup kicker coming through as time expires. The Houston Texans taking down the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincy. Joe Burrow, in the month of November, December, and January, had won his last 11 consecutive starts. That streak comes to a close at the hands of the rookie phenom, C.J. Stroud. Let's take it back out to the booth where our guy Trent Green is standing by with his thoughts. I mean, high-level quarterback play throughout this one. Both did have giveaways in the fourth quarter to keep this thing in question, but the question again becomes C.J. Stroud and the maturation process. Trent, what did today tell you about where he's at in that process?
Well, it's phenomenal what he's been able to do. A week ago, obviously, was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Came into today's game, had nearly 200 yards passing in the first quarter. So with a 13-point lead in the game, you were thinking, as this thing gets closer, they got the field goal, 10-point lead, but then he throws just his second interception of the season. That brought life back into the Bengals. They go down, they get the touchdown. After that, they're able to get this thing close. They get of course, late in the game, there was a Tyler Boyd drop in the end zone that would have put the Bengals up by 4. Instead, they had to settle for the field goal. That gave C.J. Stroud the opportunity to go down and get him in position to win the game, which is exactly what he did. He stays calm in these situations. D'Amico Ryans told us last week that's the thing that impressed him most in the come-from-behind win against Tampa Bay late, was how calm he stayed. And because he was calm, the rest of the team was calm in that situation. Another thing here today, that's exactly how he handled it, just like he did last week. Got him in position, and they made the kick.
For all the stone throwing that happens surrounding rookie quarterbacks, it's refreshing to see somebody performing and praised at this level. 826 yards over his last 2 contests, 2,600 and something through 9 starts, third behind only Justin Herbert and Andrew Luck. So quite the pace here for Stroud. But I am glad that you mentioned the name D'Amico Ryans, because behind Stroud is a big shadow, and maybe we're not talking about this first-year head coach enough. How have you seen his personality projected across this roster here through 9 games?
Well, I think it's just the confidence that he brings. Of course, his main focus is on the defensive side of the ball. He's still calling the defensive plays. He has some help from Matt Burke, but it's his attitude. He was a defensive player, was a linebacker, was an all-pro player as a player. And then now as a head coach, getting the opportunity because of the success he had in San Francisco, you can see the confidence of this team. They believe in their head coach. They believe in what they're doing. They believe in their young quarterback. And Bobby Slowick, the offensive coordinator, really had an excellent game plan against Lou Anarumo's defense in Cincinnati. He had over 500 yards of offense. Singletary with 150 yards rushing to go with that passing game, in C.J. Stroud. So excellent balance for the Texans. This team is hot right now. They're 5-2 in their last 7 games. Their 2 losses are in last-second field goals. They've won at Jacksonville, and now they've won at Cincinnati. It's strange to say, but you better be ready for the Texans when they come rolling into your stadium.
This time last year, we were talking about potentially the first overall pick. Now we're talking about potentially an MVP and playoff seeding. It has been a turn of heel in the most positive way here, a 180 for the franchise. We do have to talk about the franchise on the other side of this one as well. Bengals were hot. They were rolling right along. At home, feeling like it's going to be another one. Burrow playing well in the first half. What is the coaching point coming out of this week? Because it is a playoff caliber team as well in their own right with the talent in that building, but the execution today, specifically as you nodded to in the fourth quarter, not where it needed to be. Where are you coaching them up here in the week to come?
Well, I think this team has been there, done that, right? They've struggled the last 3 years getting started at the beginning of seasons. They've gotten hot in the middle to late part of the season to get into the postseason, and they've had postseason success. They have veterans that can handle these types of situations. We talked to them this week about this being a trap game coming out of the bye week. Big win against San Francisco. Big win last week against Buffalo. You've got Houston coming in here, and now all of a sudden on Thursday you have to turn around and play the Baltimore Ravens in a tough division match. So was this a trap game? They said all the right things. The players, the coaches, all of them said, we watch the tape. We see what the Texans can do. We're not falling for this being a trap game. They came out early, got the first touchdown on the opening drive, but then stalled from there until the second half. That offense didn't get going. And as I mentioned earlier, with Bobby Slowick in the offense that the Houston Texans had, Lou Anarumo and the defense were on their heels most of the day.
Trent, fantastic analysis as always. We appreciate you lending words to another classic. Be well, my friend.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
And don't forget, this season, you can watch it all come to pass on Paramount Plus. It's the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. More than 100 games this season, including the AFC playoff run and Super Bowl 58 from Las Vegas. You can get it anywhere, including Paramount Plus.
First off, credit to Cincinnati, really good football team. And can't say enough how good those guys play, but so proud of our guys for finding a way to win, right? And that's what we talked about Saturday night, just whatever it takes, finish every snap. And I told the guys it comes down to the last snap. We still found a way to finish, so really proud of the way our guys fought, proud of the plays that they made, all right, to help us win that game. And of course, we got to play cleaner. A lot of mistakes that we made to even make that game close, but things we can clean up, and it's better to clean them up after a win.
I guess what are your feelings after such a game that's back with the interception after interception and it gets close? What are your feelings after?
Oh, I'm excited, man. To the way our team battled, I'm so proud of our team. Excited for them to be in a tight football game versus a playoff football team and come up with a win. Like that's where we're headed as a team, right? And we're showing that we're a good team. We're showing that we can win tight games at the end of the game. So, I'm really proud of the way our guys battled.
You talk about the way that you mentioned playing tight game, but this is on the road. And, they got the crowd and everything else. You just gotten the turnover and everything. The way your guys just sort of settled down at the end, just went on and just put it big.
Right, no one wavered. Right on our sideline. That's what I love. I love the resolve of our team. Everyone believed that we were going to win. Everyone put in the work and made the plays to help us win this game. But it starts with the confidence that you have to win these tight games, and also knowing that we got guys, CJ, the receivers, Noah stepping up, having a big game. Like guys stepped up and made big plays. And none other than Motor, the way he ran the football today is our best rushing game this year. Credit to the O-line and Motor for the way he ran the football. It was impressive to see, and I love the way he finished all of his runs.
Speaking of confidence, you just talked about CJ. Once he makes a mistake, it seems like he almost learns from it, and as the game goes on, he gets better.
It's impressive to see a young kid, right, make mistakes and grow from it in the same game, right? And for us to be able to come out with a win after some mistakes that he made and still be able to win the game and learn from it. It's much better to correct that after a win than a loss. So really proud of CJ, and he let me know that, hey, we got you. After the interception, he let me know we got you. We're going to make a play, right, to help us win this game.
During training camp, CJ, other players, they mentioned that they thought this year they could shock the world. What was it about this team that made them believe that this year they could shock the world?
I think it's not about, for me, shocking the world. It's just about guys in our locker room believing in each other. That's all that matters. We really don't care what the outside world says. It's just about the men in this locker room believing in each other and going to prove it one snap at a time.
Joe, it's been next man up pretty much all season. For Matt to come in, replace Naomi in a game like that, how big was he in 3 field goals?
For sure. Matt stepped in and did an unbelievable job for us. Veteran kicker who's been there before, done it before. So happy to have him, right? And the confidence that we had in him in his range, and we got it in a good spot for him, and he nailed it, right? 3 field goals, and there to win the game winner after only being with us for a week. Credit to Matt. Proud of him for stepping in for us with us losing Emi.
You talk about the confidence that the team have within themselves. How much of that starts with you, though, and the confidence that you exude onto them?
It's about them, not me. It's all about these guys, all about the men in the locker room and the work that they put in day after day that no one sees. Right? They put in the work, and they came out here today, and they were the best team for 3 hours on Sunday, and that's all that matters.
Coach, you talk about that.
Was the confidence and the belief it takes to win games like this, was that here when you got there, or did it take a little bit of time?
It takes time. The confidence comes from the men, right? It comes from, first off, starting with the quarterback position. And the confidence, I think, that CJ has given to our entire, not only team, but our entire organization. You want to win tight games, you got to have a quarterback who can make those big-time plays to put you in position to win games, so it starts there with him.
What you said about him that, crunch time, to find a couple minutes, he can just rally to.
Yeah, the thing about CJ is just it's the calmness in the chaos, right? He doesn't waver. He's confident that he's going to make plays, and the moment isn't too big for him.
Tamika, you played in this league. You're drafted by this organization. How rare is that when you talk about being calm in the chaos for a rookie quarterback to be able to still stand in the pocket, deliver throws without hesitation?
For CJ, I think the calmness starts for him. Like, he's played in a lot of big games at Ohio State. He's been under the big lights before, the bright lights, and he's made big plays. So he doesn't get wide-eyed when the moment comes, right? He understands that, hey, I know within myself I believe, and I believe in my teammates, I believe in myself, I believe in the O-line that's protecting me. I know I'm going to make plays.
Can you talk about the pressure that
It was awesome having Rankins back, and you see what Rankins can do for us, right? The pressure that he got today, consistent pressure on the pocket, and for him to get 3 sacks, a huge game for him. Happy to have him back.
For a long time, this organization has been losing end of games last week and this week too. To see the results, to see what is out there, what is that like for you to put the tail on the hump for this team?
Whatever has happened in the past, we're the 2023 Texans, and we're moving forward.
Tamika, what's the thought process on the timeouts? Because you had 3 timeouts, 2 minutes, and all of a sudden, especially when you call the one at the 30-second mark. Was that something in the back of your mind that y'all could probably get the ball and make that drive, just get to within?
Yeah, definitely thought process, just being able to get in the field goal range there, give us time, and I think, guys, the offense operated really well, with the clock management piece there. Everybody did an excellent job.
Went into rotation with Derek and Steven.
Yeah, it was Derek is his first game back. Right? I think it's Derek is getting back into it. Didn't want to just put him back out there his first game and have him play however many 60-plus snaps. Right? So it wouldn't be fair to Derek. So and for Steven, he was dealing with issues all week, but he battled through. Right? Pushed through the game today, and I think we had a healthy balance of mixing both of the guys in.
Coach, a lot of Sergeant DJ. Coach, the offensive line doesn't get a lot of credit throughout the week as far as making the highlight films and things like that. Can you just talk about the job that they did today?
Our O-line has been playing well. All right, for the past couple of weeks, they've been playing well, and it's even more evident today at how they were moving the defense off the line of scrimmage, and we were able to create lanes for Motor to hit. So our O-line has done a great job protecting, especially in these last drives, the 2-minute moments, right? When you need the protection most, they've stepped up. CJ is able to be comfortable in the pocket because of, right, the protection by our O-line. So all those guys have done a great job, and even though they don't get highlighted, I always make sure I highlight the big guys. They definitely deserve it.
You mentioned that you wanted to see the team handle success better. What about today showed how they handled success from last year?
Right. This week, it showed throughout how we prepared in practice. Like, no one was feeling themselves. No one got the big head throughout the week. Everybody just worked in silence as we should work. And the preparation was the same. And one of the guys that have that same desperation is after a loss. Right? How do you feel after a win? And we had that preparation. We had the right mindset throughout the week, and it showed on today.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Over your